Fellow Kenyans, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whichever the time you're watching this clip. Today, I want to share with you something very little about how to handle your masters. Rather, how to handle people whom you are working under. As you all understand, I want to borrow the words of Robert Greene. Robert Greene, in his book titled 48 Laws of Power, the first law, he critically says, do not outshine your master. Do not outshine your master. And what is Robert Greene saying when he says, do not outshine your master? What he's simply trying to say is that however much you understand anything, especially when you're having a meeting, or maybe when you're working in a company or in an organization or in a school, whatever the place, please do not outshine your master. Do not act like you know everything. Do not be the lion in the house. Do not be the Mr. and or Mrs. Fix-It-All. Do not show how much you are learned or how much you know beyond your master. Remember, he is the one or he's the one who has employed you, or you have to report to him. So, as a master, if we realize or he realizes that the juniors are acting, or you as a junior are acting to be more superior than him, or to be more superior than her, mark, you will have the consequences. I have a few points here that I'd like just to share with you when you're dealing with your masters. First and foremost, always consider discreet flattery. Do not be too obvious in your compliments. Always let your master image be the best anywhere. What it simply means is that if you're giving your master compliments, do them discreetly, quietly. It should not be in a manner that you are doing it to an extent that the public or the populace are seeing you to be more senior than your own masters. Compliment your master. Talk very nice about him. Do not judge him in any way. Do not shame him in public. But if you give the compliments, give them discreetly, with decency, with discipline, and you'll work very well. Number two, everyone has insecurities. And if your life is well flavored, many people will envy, feel jealousy, and try to pull you down. In an organization, in a company, every person has his own fears. Every person has his own insecurities. And if you are so much talented, tame your talents. But ensure that if you are showing out your talents, they are always under the master. Please do not show your talents. Do not act out to a point whereby you are the one getting the populace, or you are the one going viral as compared to your master. 3, if you feel and you know you are more intelligent than your master, make him appear more intelligent than you. Act naive. Make it seem that you need his expertise. In fact, deliberately commit harmless mistakes so that you can go and seek for help from him. Let's say you are an accountant, or you're working anywhere. Please just try and make deliberate mistakes, be it in a computer system, be it in the office, deliberately. But those mistakes that you know very well that they will not harm you, they will not cause chaos in the nature of work. so that it's not that you don't know what you're doing, but at times you have to go back to your master. Seek for help. If she or he corrects you and gives you directions to what you're supposed to do, then he will always be convinced that he's more superior to you. 5. Do not fail to laugh on everything your master says in public. Have you gone with your master in public for public meetings or for anything in the public? You are the first person to compliment your master with your laughter. Anything that your master says, take it as something that is a joke. Because laughter is influential. It's contagious. If you laugh, other people laugh. And they'll always be convinced that what the master has said is always a good thing. 6. Always make those above you feel comfortably superior in your desire to please and impress. Have fear for your master. Many people always think that being a sycophant is a bad thing. Politically, you hear people saying, that one is a sycophant for so and so. Personally, I don't believe if sycophancy is a bad thing. But it all depends on how are you acting out your sycophancy. Because sycophancy is that act whereby you are doing something to please your seniors in favor of something. What's wrong with that? Do you want to die a hero? Do you want to suffer a hero? Cowards live longer. Yes, you can be a sycophant. But above it all, don't care about what people say. What's important is that you are taming your position. You are ensuring that your position is well protected. Lastly, but not least, do not gossip your master. If you gossip your master, ensure that he or she should not know what you are ill talking about him. If at all you are that kind of backstabbing your masters, do not do that. If you do that and you realize that your master has realized what you are doing, confess diligently. Because at the end of it all, whatever you say about your master always turns back to you. And who is to suffer? He is in a position to do anything. He can backfire whatever you talk about him in any manner. Look at what happens to most of the police departments in any other country, especially in third world countries. If a police person tries to outshine his seniors, he could be transferred, he could be fired, he could be blackmailed of anything, just to ensure that you don't ascend to the next rung of the ladder before your seniors or before your masters. So in any working capacity, in any context of the work, in the organization, in the company, always remember, do not be superior than your master. Do not outshine your master. Do not be more intelligent than your master. Do not be very clever more than your master. And do not fix everything more than your master. Have humility towards him, and life will be very easy for you. You will work very well and you will ascend to the highest position. Thank you very much.